what's up? Rob here, Old City Vapors, the OCV channel, and this is another heavy rotation video, what I've been listening to this past week. Not everything, but some of it. Jumping right in. The first album up on the block is this one. Patsy Cline, the Showcase album on red vinyl. This album, originally, it was released in 1961. She is playing with the Jordanaires on this album, and it has most all of her hits on it. It's kind of a collection of just kick-ass Patsy Cline songs, and it's a good one. It was released in 1961. Obviously, this is the reissue as it's on red vinyl, and it's a good album. If you like Patsy Cline, there's a few songs on here that definitely bring back some memories for me. And hey, this is a good album, a good listen. Next up, this is kind of a trippy album. You're probably gonna laugh. But it is the American Graffiti soundtrack. 41 original hits off the American Graffiti movie. And this one, again, it's another good it's another good album for sure. It was certified triple platinum in the US, where it peaked at top 10 on the Billboard 200 album charts. So if you ever seen the movie American Graffiti, this is the soundtrack from it, and a lot of good hits, 41 of them to be exact. And there's only like maybe 2 of the songs out of the 41. I won't say I don't like them. They're just, not my favorites, but everything else is stellar. So speaking of American Graffiti, we're gonna jump the gun and go to this album, which I've been playing this week, and it has one of the coolest album covers around, and it's Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti. It was their 6th album, and it's released as a double album February of 1975. On their new label, Swan Song. This isn't an original. This is the reissue. It is the 40th anniversary edition on 180 gram vinyl. And another good album. I'm a Zeppelin fan, so every album by Zeppelin is a good one, in my opinion. So you can't go wrong. Although I have been listening to Zeppelin 1, and it's pretty darn good. This one. This is another, I would say, if I had to pick, my top 10 bands, which would be, like I said in my other videos, it would be hard. But these guys would be in there. Love these guys. And that is Blackberry Smoke, Find a Light. This is another double album. And it's cool. It's on colored vinyl as well. And if you can see the color of that vinyl, it's like kind of like Coke bottle colored, like old school Coke bottle colored vinyl. And this is just another really good good album, Blackberry Smoke. If you haven't listened to these guys, good God Almighty, son, give them a listen. Kind of southern, rocky, swampy, from North Carolina type kind of sort of music. Atlanta, Georgia, all that area. And man, they're good. Next up, this is one that I just recently picked up. Ramones, live on German television, the Musikaladen recordings. This is 1978 is when the Ramones, Ramones on September 13th, another favorite number of mine. You know, born on the 13th. Got the tattoo to prove it. 1978, the Ramones were guests in the TV studios Radio Berman, and it was the first TV appearance of the band in Europe at all. For that time, successful TV series Music Laden, they played 25 titles in about 50 minutes and were left an ecstatic audience. Here's the unbelievable appearance, unabridged, with all the encores for the first time on vinyl. And it comes with a DVD of that performance as well. So you get the album and the live performance on DVD. So you can relive that 1978 performance with the Ramones. Another really good one. This one, used to listen to these guys a lot, and now I'm listening to them again, you know. Get the old vinyl out, and Little Feat. Dixie Chicken. And yeah, another great album by Little Feat. Let's see. It was released in 1973. It's their third studio album. And a really good one, man. Little Feat has a bunch of good albums. I particularly like this one a lot. And, you know, I don't know if it's my favorite. If it's my favorite Little Feat album or not. But, again, a darn good one. Been enjoying and listening to that one this week. This one. Another double album. Got a lot of double albums this week. So, kind of getting 2 for 1 on some of these. Because extends the listening time. And this one has some listening time. This is, you know, one of those albums when you feel like just putting on an album for some long jams. This is one. They are known for some long jams. That is the Almond Brothers. Eat a Peach. Again, double album. Really good one. And from 1972, the American rock band the Almond Brothers contained a mix of live and studio recordings. Following their artistic and commercial breakthrough with the release of their live album at the Fillmore East. Yeah, this is a good one. Like I say, it's got some long jams on there. And, but it also, like I just described, it has studio and live versions of songs. And, you can't go wrong with the Almond Brothers, man. You know, 1972, these guys were jamming for sure. Just a good, feel-good album. This one, another colored vinyl. This one's kind of a bluish turquoise-ish. Turquoise-ish. Is that a word? Color. This one's cool. I like this one. The Southern Culture on the Skids. This is the Electric Pine Cones by Southern Culture on the Skid. The Pine Cones is kind of one of Southern Culture on the Skids kind of alter ego bands. And I love this album. It is, there's the Pine Cones. If you've never heard Southern Culture, I had them in one of my last videos. Check them out. What's different about this is this, especially Gray Skies is the song title on here. There's a few on here. This is a little different than regular Southern Culture on the Skids. This is a little more 60-ish poppy sounding, especially like Gray Skies. Really reminds me of like the Byrds, the Yardbirds, or, you know, the Zombies kind of type of music. Just good, man. I bought this on vinyl specifically for that song, but I love the whole album. But man, Gray Skies just sounds awesome on this vinyl. Next up, and this was released, when was this released? This was released in 2016. And it is on that cool colored vinyl, and you can get this right from the band on Kudzu Records. Go check it out for sure. This one, another classic in my opinion, and it's kind of a compilation. You know, some people are like, yeah, I don't like compilations, I don't like best ofs, whatever. I don't really care. I collect records, that I like, and this is one I definitely like, and it is Changes One, Bowie, David Bowie. And this is an original pressing of this in, when was it released? 1976. Collection of songs from 69 to 76, including the first appearance on LP of John, I'm Only Dancing. Just another one of those feel-good albums that I can put on and just listen. I pretty much like every song on the whole album. So it's one of those feel-good albums. I've been feeling good this week. Next up, The Cars. Shake It Up. It's another one of those albums. I got 3 Cars albums all at once. I know a guy. I didn't really know him. I just found him on eBay. And he was selling 3 Cars albums cheaper than I could buy one for in the record shop. So I jumped on that deal, and I was pleasantly surprised that they are all in very, very good condition, all originals. And the Shake It Up album, it was their 4th studio album from the rock band The Cars, released in 1981. And man, it's got a bunch of hits on it. It's a good one, as well as the others. There's some albums like The Cars, and I've listened to them before, and I didn't really realize how many hits they actually had. And it's one of those kind of overlooked albums, overlooked bands sometimes. I don't know, underappreciated, underrated, whatever, but really good. And that was 10 of my heavy rotation albums. I'm going to throw an extra one in just because I got this for my birthday, which was on the 13th. And my lovely wife got me this for my birthday. And it is just this White Album. Yeah, it is the White Album, known as the White Album, but it is simply the Beatles. It's known as the White Album. It was their 9th studio album, released in November of 1968. This is a reissue, of course, and it's a double album, another double, 2-for-1 album, more listening time. And yeah, it's just a plain white sleeve with, if you look real close, you probably can't see it, but you can feel it. I can feel it. It says the Beatles right there. And that's it, front and back. And this is cool. This is like the anniversary edition. Comes with 4 really nice pictures of the band members in there that I am probably going to have framed, and you may see them hanging back here in this array of mess somewhere. Looks like a voodoo lab back here. Skulls and books and tapestries and craziness. Hey, that's me. You know me, that's me. Anyway, really good album. I don't know, like an hour and a half worth of music on here. And that's the bonus album in the heavy rotation for Rob this week. So there you go. There you have it. Like I say, again, I collect music. Patsy Cline, the Beatles, Electric Pine Cones, Almond Brothers. I'm all over the place, but that's what's cool about music is there's no rules, man. You can have whatever you want, whenever you want, and be good with it. So that's how I roll. That's been my heavy rotation albums this week, and starting a new week because today's Monday, so gonna be more coming up soon. Hit the subscribe button over down there somewhere if you want to subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when I have more ridiculousness on board for you to view. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Have a great week, and talk to you soon.